So, this is different, and I'm not usually the person to get involved with drama and that dumb bullshit, but honestly, I'm not even trying to get involved, and my platform isn't even that huge, so it's not like this video would make much of a difference, and it's not even trying to. It's basically just a summarization of everything that's happened. And I just want to make that clear real quick before anyone goes down in the comments and just puts hateful messages, which I barely get, and I barely get any comments in general, because everybody doesn't know what to think of my content. I'm just kidding. So, here we are, everybody. So, if there's one thing that has been constantly just been, like, on everybody's For You page on YouTube and on every post on Instagram or just any social media that's been related to FNAF or the fanverse, it's been the Theft King drama. Now, this topic has been flooding all over the internet, so why wouldn't be surprised if you guys would have heard about this eventually. But if you haven't and you've only heard it just because you were watching this video, well, I guess you came to the right place. I don't know. I'm basically just gonna summarize what happened. Everything you need to know video. I'm doing that now. Yeah, I'm that kind of YouTuber. Now, before I actually start this video, I want to make one thing clear. I am not trying to add more to this drama. And as of now, it's basically done. I mean, Kane Carter's made his response. We've seen what's basically have been led up to it with all the YouTube videos and junk. And I just want to summarize everything just to let everyone know. But if you don't really want to hear my voice say all this stuff and you just want to find out some other way, I highly recommend go watching Kane Carter's response to Theft King, because it basically is going to summarize everything I say in this video. Because I'm basically just saying everything he's saying, but yeah. But if you're sticking around just to see my video of summarizing this, then thank you. Anyways, let's go on. Now, to give some context, Kane Carter, as some of you may know, is the creator of a very popular FNAF game called POPGOES, and right now he's released his newest POPGOES game, Five Nights at Freddy's POPGOES Arcade, and we'll get more into that later. And right now, he's one of the most active people in the FNAF fandom, giving sneak peeks at new merch, FNAF news, and info on the fanverse, which is basically what this drama surrounds. I also want to say that if some parts in this video kind of sound weird, it's because I'm actually reading off a script, yes, and I'm having to read off a script because I am having to restart every clip every time I speak. But hopefully not this one. So, anyways, to give some context on Theft King is a very popular YouTuber that talks about controversies, drama, and just sort of random videos about specific topics like Poppy Playtime or FNAF. These two guys are very well known for doing their own little thing in the FNAF community. But you might be wondering, how does this drama start? Well, little to no surprise, it starts with Theft King. Or Kane Carter, I don't know. On June 21st of 2022, Theft King had released a new video, which doesn't seem out of the ordinary, does it? Well, you're wrong about that, because this is the whole video that started the drama, basically. And this video was simply titled, "The End of the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative?" ? And it shows with the thumbnail saying, "Goodbye, Fanverse," which, if you guys don't know, Theft King is basically also well known for having questionable thumbnails and questionable titles. It's either that the thumbnail is different from the actual title, or the title is actually different from the thumbnail, or both. It just doesn't have anything to do with the actual video. And that's kind of what's like with this video. A majority of Theft King's videos mainly surround just the clickbaitable titles and thumbnails, which don't surround the whole video itself. Now, you might be wondering, since this has been done lots of other times with other older videos, why is this one different? Well, it's mainly because it's about the fanverse. I really don't know. And then Kane made a tweet on Twitter basically clarifying that the fanverse is not quote-unquote dead, and he mainly made this tweet because of Theft King's whole title and clickbait situation. And on the 25th of June, Theft King has sent Kane a DM telling him that apparently people have been harassing him because of that one tweet, apparently, at least what I think. I'm not, this is the last time I'm gonna say it, but please, if you really want, a much more clear explanation, and watch Kane's video, please. I'm bad at explaining. Theft King's DM basically just talked about him misunderstanding everything that was about everything. Basically telling Kane that he does support the fanverse, which wasn't the main point of the whole tweet. The whole tweet was mainly just about the thumbnails, and when Theft King even mentions the thumbnails, he says that he will only use attention-grabbing headlines and flashy thumbnails to just draw attention to the video, which I get it. It's a thing that happened constantly on YouTube. Like, everyone does it. But the problem with that is that using attention-grabbing headlines doesn't have to do with the actual video itself. Saying goodbye to the fanverse basically means that, you know, the fanverse has actually ended and it's not gonna happen. So you use the attention-grabbing headline, goodbye fanverse, as just a message for people to know that the fanverse has actually ended, and the flashy thumbnails, which is basically just Foxy and Bonnie, just in black and white, technically. Theft King then said in his DM that if people had felt misled by the thumbnails or titles, then apparently they wouldn't be successful or so popular, which that is utter BS, at least from my ears. I don't know, my ears need checking. He says that if you know, people are misled by a clickbait thumbnail or title, then apparently you're not going to produce any watch time, which, I mean, that's true, but Theft King basically just described what he's been doing with some of his videos. Almost every one of his thumbnails or titles doesn't really have to do with anything the video does, and it's honestly just baffling that he basically just described what he's doing right now as his quote-unquote job, and apparently he's good at it. Theft King's DM basically just missed the whole point of why Kane made that tweet. So Kane replied basically saying that, you know, his whole video was fine and his only gripe was with the title and thumbnail, and he says that it gives an awful and, you know, unfair impression for the fanverse, which I can agree on. Like, saying goodbye to the fanverse and saying that it's ending, you know, it just shows that the fanverse is gonna be, quote, bad, and it shouldn't be. We've seen what has been shown before, and it looks amazing, honestly, even when it comes to FNAF Plus and everything. Like, everything looks perfect, but it's just that these thumbnails and titles are always misleading the wrong people into thinking the wrong things. Kane had made an earlier tweet just saying that it's possible Scott won't accept any new entries, and Kane makes it clear that his latest tweet wasn't really directed just at him at Theft King in his video. It was just directed at dozens of people who were just disappointed or betrayed about the earlier tweet, you know, of Scott not accepting any more new entries for the fanverse, because it was made pretty clear that we already had our whole lineup of people that were going to be involved with the fanverse. And Theft King has said that his videos have all been extremely well received, and including the latest one, they've all been doing pretty good. So this basically means that Kane's whole tweet didn't really have an effect on his whole channel or anything, or his job. It just seems like that Theft King didn't like anything that Kane had said, and this is a problem with Theft King. He likes to take criticism out on other people, but he gets furious when it's, you know, taken out on him. Theft King is one of those people that just can't take opinions well, or just criticism in general. To make it brief, Kane's reply basically just ends with telling Theft to just let this go and just not get stressed out about it, and just not fretting over every bit of feedback that he'll get. And you would think that that's where it ends, right? Well, no. We then enter a new challenger. So let me give context on this guy now. So, Sheep Rampage, he's basically the same as Theft King, except he's not that dislikable. I know it might sound pretty harsh, you know, just kind of choosing one over the other, but honestly, I really don't know what else to say. But basically, Sheep Rampage had basically made a video that kind of has the same clickbaitable titles and thumbnails. Well, except, actually, no, it's just the titles, I would say, because thumbnails are actually really not that bad. It's mainly just the titles. So yeah, just the titles are basically clickbaitable, is what I mean by this. The title of this new Sheep Rampage video had originally been titled "Why the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative Failed," which already just kind of shows that it's failed. Like, it's just showing people, like, kind of telling people that it has failed and it's, done for. Sheep Rampage had then changed the title of the video to "The Problem with the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative," and kind of like Theft King's video, it just talks about the drama that has been happening with the fanverse. So nothing, too different than what happened with Theft King's video. The same day that video was uploaded, Kane had made a post on Twitter, just kind of, it's kind of a meme, honestly. Like, it's kind of set up as one, and I'll just read it off. He says, 1. POPGOES Arcade releases on Steam and has a 98% rating. 2. Funko and YouTube's merch out this year. 3. Nixon is allowed to work on the Joy creation again. 4. Fiznom with plenty of FNAF Plus dev updates. Pretty good points as to what's happening in the FNAF fandom right now. And then at the bottom, he puts every FNAF YouTuber in the world. The fanverse is a failure. Scott failed us. The initiative is dumb! And then Kane put a picture with a caption saying, "Fuck you, bitch. Why you always got something negative to say?" And this was basically just because of Sheep Rampage's new video. Now, just to get everyone not confused, this isn't Kane Carter, just disagreeing with the opinions, because if you saw what I just talked about with Theft King, he said the video itself was fine, but it's mainly just these clickbaitable titles and thumbnails that are just, making everyone think bad thoughts about the fanverse, and it's giving it a bad name, which, like I said, I kind of agree with. And then there was people in the comments of the tweet kind of going like, "Cough cough Theft King," or something like that. And then Theft King had messaged Kane again, telling him that he's once again being harassed and being sent death threats. And let me just say, Theft King has yet to send any proof of these harassments and death threats, so it honestly seems like he's just making it up at this point, because there's no, actual proof that he's, that he's quote-unquote being harassed. Theft King had then told Kane to stop sending out so much harassment to a bunch of FNAF YouTubers like him, and for him to tell his fans to stop harassing him, which I want to say again, there has yet to be any proof of this harassment. And you want to know why there hasn't even been any proof? It's because Theft King had made this a whole bunch of BS. Theft King had wanted Kane to make a public tweet just letting him know, basically just to stop this harassment, and just for him to play in Theft King's little game of him constantly harassing him or something. It's dumb, honestly, and Kane refuses to play into this little silly game that Theft King is playing into himself. That's one of the main reasons why he never replied to Theft King from that moment. It's mainly because he doesn't want to play into Theft King's little game of harassment that he calls it. And like I said, there is no proof of harassment. There isn't even any harassment that he has shown to Kane or even anyone, and he's also just been demanding other people for recognition and just, apologies that haven't even happened for things that people haven't even done. Now, I'm probably getting you all fired up, and you're probably wondering, what came next? Well, what came next was a video titled "An Open Letter to Kane Carter," and this was uploaded by none other than Theft King. The whole video was basically just Theft King talking about positive things about the fanverse, and apparently just stating out some stupid bullshit that Kane hasn't been replying or just seeing any of Theft King's DMs on Twitter, which in Kane's response video, he has shown that he has seen it. And honestly, it's dumb, honestly. This video was not an open letter to Kane. It was just a ploy to get more attention and to make Theft King look like the good guy in this situation. This whole video was mainly just an elaborate scheme just to make Theft King look like he's innocent and that Kane is actually, the main cause of this whole charade of BS. And Kane saw this video, and then he had immediately made a tweet on Twitter as a apology for Theft King. And when you click on that tweet, it led to a link, and that link was a Rickroll video of Rockstar Freddy with the winky Rockstar Freddy face. It's honestly meant to be funny, honestly. It's not meant to do any harm, but this only made things worse. And people of Theft King, and probably Theft King himself, saw this video and have said that it is instigating more harassment. Like, what harassment? Like really, a Rickroll is causing harassment. A Rockstar Freddy Rickroll is causing harassment? Like, what is the internet these days? I honestly want to know. And then it reached the breaking point, where Theft King had one time made a live stream, basically just doing a playthrough of POPGOES Arcade, and basically the whole stream was of him trashing on Kane, making him look like a terrible person. And Kane had said that because of that live stream, it made so many of Theft King's followers and many other people not associated with Theft King or Kane just hate Kane with a burning passion. And during the stream, Theft King went all out to make everyone believe that he was innocent. He even tried to cry on stream while he was just talking about this whole bullshit drama, and he was just making up a bunch of excuses and lies, just saying stuff like, why does this guy hate me so much? And just stuff like that to manipulate people into thinking that, oh, Kane is a bastard. Theft King, for a majority of the live stream, just went on a whole rant, just trying so desperately hard to make him seem like, like that he's, he's hurt by whatever Kane had supposedly done, which, let me tell you, he has done nothing. I could talk more about, what else happened throughout the stream and what Theft King has said, but, the provided footage is in Kane's response video, which I have stated out more times in this video than I could have in any other video. But, yeah. And then it led up to Kane making a donation in Theft King's livestream. Kane had made a tweet on his alt account basically showing that Theft King is lying about everything that he's doing on stream, and just every action that he's doing, just going against Kane. Like, basically, Kane's trying to prove it to everyone that Theft King is a liar. And this is when he made a donation, and he linked that Twitter post in the stream, and Theft King went on a whole rampage. As soon as that donation was sent out, Theft King was very, 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 very upset, and just started, cussing out Kane, apparently. Not cussing him out to his face, but just calling him just a bunch of, slurs and shit, just basically just cussing him out. That's all that he was basically doing, and I feel like it would be better if I actually showed you this, because it wasn't long after, he went on his whole rampage and shit about that one donation. He then ended the stream, and things went, all hell broke loose. But before I show you what hell broke loose, I'm just gonna show you what caused, what was the cause of the whole donation. Because, honestly, it's pretty fucking funny, honestly.
What?
Hello?
Hey man, keep your chin up. You should check out the latest tweet by @LostPopGoes. It's important.
Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding? Do you really think this is the fucking venue for this? I DM'd you. I'm begging you to fucking speak to me. I've been begging you. And you've been ignoring me. I didn't do anything. I've been ignoring you. And now you come in private. I'm trying to resolve this in private. And then you come in my fucking live stream and do a donation. Are you serious? Are you kidding me, dude? Do you know how unfair a position that is to put me in? Are you... Wow, dude. Wow. 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 Wow, dude. Okay, now you want to talk to me? You know what? Yes, because I'm so fucking desperate for this to be over. I'm so fucking desperate for you to stop weaponizing your audience against me over a video that fucking Sheep Rampage made, that I'm gonna end this fucking stream and look at this message that you said, because I'm that, even though I don't want to, because I think what you just did is fucked up, I'm gonna do it anyway because that's how fucking desperate I am, in the hopes that maybe this can be finally fucking over.
Basically, Theft King had went on a whole, basically, he just complained like a goddamn baby. And he was hoping for the whole drama, basically, to be over. At least that's what he made it kind of seem like, just to make, basically, Theft King is trying way too hard to make himself seem like the whole good guy and everything. And that was made very, very clear as to everything that he just said. After Theft King had ended the stream, he then made a new one, and there is some archive footage, but I'm not even gonna show it because the whole audio is so weird. And, yeah, I don't know if you guys even want to hear it, but basically, it was just Theft King, handling the situation, but not in a calm way. In a way that seems like you're complaining to a toddler. Basically, Theft King's a man-child. Like he did with his last stream, Theft King had tried making himself look like the good guy. Like he was right. Like he was the one that was doing everything right, which he was not. And he, was just trying so hard to just make Kane look like such a bad person, and it then leads up to this moment that has been memed out of all of this controversy, and I'll just play it.
And I always believe that, because I always want to believe the best in people, but from what I've seen in the last few days, I think Kane Carter is a vindictive, evil person. I'm not religious, but if there was a hell, Kane Carter will burn for eternity. That's straight up the kind of person I think he is. He's vindictive and likes to see people suffer. That's what his actions have proven.
As you can see, this really meant how much Theft King had hated Kane for something that he hasn't even done. And let me just say, the fan art that I've seen about this whole thing, it's been amazing, and Kane even made a whole separate video just dedicated to the, him being in hell art. I can't speak. But, anyways, not long after, Theft King had made an apology on Twitter, with a long message just saying sorry to everyone that was involved with the whole drama. And whether that be including Kane or, the other Fanverse developers or just people that cared about him and who he cared about, he just wanted to say sorry to everyone. And honestly, this kind of, would have been good if it wasn't for the fact that he didn't have to. And what I mean by that is that, Theft King didn't say sorry because he was actually sorry. He mainly did this because of how much of a bad reputation he was giving to himself. With all the fake crying and all the quote-unquote harassment messages that he's been lying about. Everything that Theft King has done around this drama, and just basically just everything that he has done, it's giving him a bad name for not just his channel, but mainly for himself, kind of just showing who he really is, if that makes any sense. and I almost said POPGOES. What am I doing? Kane on his alt account then said that he doesn't care for apologies, which might sound like a dick move, but honestly, listen. He says he doesn't care for apologies. He just wants people to know, like, the full story. He wants people to know the truth, and he just wants, Theft King to change and just do what Kane had originally wanted him to do, and that was just to, make actual good, like, videos that didn't have clickbaitable titles or thumbnails. Like, that's basically what was being presented at this moment. Now, there's one final example that I have to show for today. There's probably other examples, but this one is just ridiculous, where, let me give some context. You might have heard him or not, but, there's this famous, there's also this other famous FNAF YouTuber named Johnny Blocks, which he just makes, reviews and, just gameplay videos just on FNAF. That's why he's a FNAF channel and everything. But basically, Theft King had made a comment on a Twitter post that was basically directed at another, like, situation with the fanverse, and it was just, like, him trying to make a profit off a situation just to get views and money off of it. And then Johnny Blocks Johnny Blocks made a reply to Theft King, just basically, being sarcastic, just kind of making fun of him, honestly, but it's, it's sarcasm, and it's not meant to be taken all that seriously. But, when Theft King saw this, he went on another whole rampage, and let me just say, this was like a whole month before this whole drama shit with the live stream, like, really broke out. And basically, like, Theft had, like, he had called Johnny Block so many slurs and cuss words and just lots of shit that you would not want to hear, of yourself. Like, it's honestly really bad, and I was honestly disgusted when I first heard this. Like, yeah, I know I might be laughing, but that's honestly just because of how Theft King is presenting his, anger, I guess. Like, Theft King is honestly just trying to show an image for himself, but not in a good way, just in a way to just show him, like, who he really is. Like, and this is him just doing this himself. And it didn't really last for all that long. It didn't really affect much. Johnny Blocks made another tweet, like, basically kind of replying about it. I don't really want to go deep into that because this video is already long enough. But then, as I've mentioned multiple times in a video, just go and watch Kane Carter's video about this whole situation, because, like I've said lots of times, and I'm saying it more times than I have to, but he explains it way better than what I'm explaining right now. But I'm just going to show you the footage of Theft King absolutely shitting on Johnny Blocks. So, yeah, here's that footage.
Yeah, Johnny Blocks, fucking asshole. Look at this guy. Hell yeah, I mean, this guy is a fucking clown, obviously. This whole thing is hilarious because this fucking idiot, fuck that guy, dude. Wow, I'm shocked. I don't know why he would get into this. I guess he was waiting for his opportunity. I guess he's jealous or something, waiting for his opportunity to try to go for me, but you swing at the king, you best not miss. And these fucking guys miss. Yeah, I think Johnny Blocks absolutely looks like a fucking asshole. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? And I'm sure he feels like a fucking idiot. You get fucking Johnny Blocks fucking saying, hell yeah, brother, let's jump straight into chasing that bag. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Johnny, I'm sorry, you're gonna publicly call me out like this. I have every right to do this. I have every right to fucking dunk on you when my video kicks ass. Don't let anyone confuse you into thinking that Johnny Blocks is punching up. He's not. He's not. I may have a lot more subscribers than him, but he is far more of an established YouTuber than I. You're punching up. Well, no, I wasn't even punching. I didn't attack this guy. I would never attack Johnny Blocks. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? You have no idea, who that, like, so, okay, so when I make the video, I'm getting my bag. So let's look at Johnny Blocks videos and see if he's ever getting his bag. Okay, let's see. Come on, you're covering all the breaking shit too, dude. Sorry that you're not comfortable. Okay, I understand some people aren't comfortable covering the really hard-hitting shit. I get it. It's not for everybody. You need to have a layer of thick skin. Yeah, I would encourage you to watch the video because you're gonna probably feel like a fucking idiot. You're an asshole. God. I can't believe I just said that out loud. I was thinking about Johnny Blocks, and I was thinking, he's an asshole. And I said just out loud, you're an asshole. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but I did, so. 10,000 fucking followers. So let no one believe that this guy was punching up just because he has, like, no subscribers on YouTube and I have a slightly more. Make no mistake, if anyone was weaponizing their audience against me, it was this guy. In the end, he looks like a fucking asshole. Now, you know, by doing this, he looks like a fucking asshole. You're literally creating the drama. You're literally trying to virtue signal and crowd and like build up clout off of me. That's totally what he's trying to do, you know? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? And who the fuck do you think you are, Johnny Blocks? I don't need your permission to make a fucking video, you fucking idiot. Is that maybe this guy is envious of my channel or something? This person's either incredibly jealous of my success and trying to sabotage me. The only thing that makes sense is that he legitimately believed that I was gonna get canceled over this.
On July 23rd of 2022, Kane Carter had uploaded a video on his YouTube channel called My Actual Response to Theft King, the video I've mentioned multiple times in this one. And it basically just shows Kane's whole side of the situation. And honestly, from just watching this one single video, it honestly makes me believe that Kane is the good guy. Like this whole video made Kane like the whole fucking superhero of the drama. At the end of Kane's actual response video, he then like basically just ended with just, you know, making sure and making it clear of who Theft King really was and what he was trying to do. And what he was trying to do is just use his whole audience to just attack certain people that he thought wronged him. And that's exactly what happened to Kane. And it all then just started from there. And after this video went out, it was supposed to be made very clear that this whole situation was over. And then that was basically it? Question mark. Okay, now we get into the last part of this video, and I'm gonna try to make this short, but I don't know, because I don't even know how long this video is, because I can't see anything, because I can only see this stuff when I'm editing, okay? So, where are we now? Well, I can tell you we are basically done. It's confusing, honestly. Very recently, on July 25th of 2022, Theft King had released a new video as titled My Apology. And this is like one of the only like videos that doesn't have a clickbaitable title and thumbnail. Basically, throughout this whole video, Theft King had wanted to make it very aware that he was ashamed of himself for doing everything to hurt, you know, Kane, and basically just everyone involved with the whole drama and everything. He just wanted to say sorry to everyone, which he basically already kind of did with the tweet he made, if you remember. I mentioned that tweet earlier. But yeah, this was kind of the sign to show that the drama's done, and it's, you know, just like not gonna continue on. It shouldn't, and it's just done for. But honestly, seeing as how, you know, the internet is the internet, this drama is gonna be something, a part of FNAF that will never be forgotten. Kind of like the Scott getting canceled situation. I'm sorry that I brought that up. That's kind of sad. Theft King also wanted to make it aware that he's not asking for anyone to forgive him like he was asking for many people for his recognition and everything. But he's just like, he basically, I'll just let this clip play out for itself, and you know, you'll just hear it from, you know, just from this.
I'm not asking you to forgive me yet. Talk is cheap, remember? I can only demonstrate that I'm worthy of being forgiven through my actions, not my words. So, you don't have to take my word for it, just watch me. I'll prove it to you.
Theft King then insists on like apparently changing himself and changing how he's running his channel and changing himself as a person apparently, which it sounds good honestly. Like it should at least give a different perspective for everyone on Theft King and his channel and everything. Like it should hopefully change how people see Theft King as a person. But there's also something that it's not a big deal honestly, but it's kind of something that seems like something that many like what Kane specifically did not really ask for. And the thing I mean by that is, like, apologies mean nothing, apparently in Kane's words or whatever. That he just wants, like, you know, he just wants him to change things, and he still uploads an apology video. I'm not saying that the apology video, you know, was bad or anything. I mean, it was okay for Theft King. But, like, it was kind of missing the point of what, like, Kane wanted to get across. He just wanted, you know, everyone to just kind of stop and, you know, just learn from their mistakes, which honestly I feel like that should be learned for everyone dealing with the same kind of drama or just dealing with something completely different. I feel like just depending on what situation we all get in, we should just, you know, just learn from our mistakes. And even if apologies don't mean everything, we should just at least know what to do right next time. And if we're lucky enough, we'll even be given a next time.
I know that I've forgotten quite a lot of details that I didn't include in this recap, like the whole pair situation, which kind of started this whole drama to begin with. But yeah, I just couldn't fit everything into this one video, and my storage is being taken up by crazy amounts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my my little recap video. This is kind of like the first time I'm doing this, so if this is bad, then you know why. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to all, you know, for watching and making it to the end of the video. So yeah, like, don't really have much to say, but only one thing I'll just say to end this video is that finally, at least for now, this drama has come to an end.
Fucking asshole.